I'm Christy. Today I want to start a new series talking to you about essential oils. Now, ever since I started using essential oils, people have asked me to share my knowledge and experience about how essential oils can be used and help people with special needs. And I've shied away from it because it's a huge topic and there are so many intricacies that I still don't fully understand. And it seems a bit self-serving because I do sell for a specific company. But I keep thinking about how much my family and I have benefited from using them. And when I add all the other positive stories I've had from family and friends, especially those who have special needs in their life, and how they've benefited from it, I knew I needed to share this information with you. So through this series, we'll go through a number of different steps. This one talks about a general overview of essential oils and what they are. Then we'll talk about how to apply them. Then a little bit about their chemical makeup because I still get confused about that part. Ways to use them, and then how to find or how to create individual blends that are specific to you or your loved one. And finally, how they can specifically help individuals with special needs. Now, I purposely structured the series this way to provide some clarity and basic information about essential oils because there's so much information out there and some misinformation before we delved into how they can help somebody with special needs. I believe that essential oils can become another tool in your caregiving toolbox, should you decide to use them. Essential oils may increase focus, help prevent or reduce the severity of meltdowns, calm or reduce anxiety, improve sleep, help recover from sore muscles, from exercise, those kinds of things, and so many more things. Now, you can also use them for cleaning around your house. I've seen many of these benefits within my own family. Now, as I mentioned, I do sell for a specific company. However, there are a lot of options available out there. And so I'm not going to be giving you any specific recommendations for any specific company, brand, or products in this series. Where you get your oils is up to you, if you decide to use them at all. But if you don't have anybody to give you any guidance or direction, I would be happy to help you out. You can shoot me an email at Christy, CHRISTY, at havenofhopeforme.com. I'm happy to help anybody needing advice or support. Now, I do need to give you a disclaimer as well. This information is not intended to provide any medical advice. Please consult your medical professionals for your specific issues for you and your loved one. Now, this information is purely for informational and educational purposes. The links provided are from Google searches. I have no contact with, nor am I specifically endorsing any of these companies, with the exception of the one that I sell for. Now, the information in the linked articles are completely the owner's thoughts and perspectives. So let's dive in. What are essential oils? Well, they've been around for centuries. In fact, you can even find references to them in the Bible. But most people don't know a lot about them, what they are, or how they can be beneficial to people. I know I didn't until a few years ago when I joined this company. Now, over the past few years, though, they have risen in popularity in the United States and around the world. Essential oils can be described as, quote, the volatile, aromatic, non-water soluble liquids obtained by steam or hydrodistillation of botanicals, end quote. Yes, there is a link for it over on the blog. You can find that at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in May of 2019. Now, all of that gibberish that I just read basically boils down to this. Steam or water distillation typically removes the essential oils from the plant. Plain English for you. Now, essential oils from citrus fruit typically come from cold pressing the peels. Now, these are the only essential oils that are not distilled directly from the plant itself. And again, there's a link to that fact. Another description puts it this way. Quote, essential oils are concentrated liquid plant extracts used for aromatic and wellness purposes. Now, I do find it really interesting to note that, quote, essential oils do not feel oily. They're called oils because they contain the oil-soluble chemicals in the plant, usually 100 to 200 chemicals per essential oil. This complex chemistry gives essential oils their therapeutic properties and explains why different essential oils may have overlapping effects, end quote. And again, there's a link for that one over on the blog. Now, it should also be noted that essential oils are not carrier oils. Now, carrier oils, while they are cold pressed, are non-volatile oils composed mainly of fatty acid triglycerides. Should never be called essential oils. Again, there's a link to that quote. They are used to dilute essential oils, especially for oils that irritate the skin or for those with sensitive skin, like children, babies, or the elderly. Now, some examples of carrier oils include jojoba, olive, coconut, and avocado, to name just a few. Fractionated coconut oil is one popular carrier oil. Now, it removes two key parts. It removes the part that makes it hard, and it removes the coconut scent, so that it is always liquid and is scent-free. In a pinch, I've even told people that vegetable oil will work if you suddenly need to dilute an essential oil that has already been applied and you can't find anything else. So, how do you know how well essential oils will work? Well, this is one area that could be expanded into a whole series itself. So, in order to keep this post relatively short, I'll sum it up this way. For many essential oils, there are multiple species that we call the same thing, like lavender or frankincense. Each species has distinct characteristics and may help different concerns or issues. Where the plant grows matters. Even for the same species, plants grown in two different areas of the world are likely to be different chemically. Once again, this impacts how it works and how you would use it. Other items that are used while growing the plants, like chemicals or fertilizers, can also impact the chemical makeup and what's included in the extracted essential oil. Another factor is the extraction method itself, meaning how the oil is extracted from the plant. This also impacts the purity of the essential oil. Now, the list could go on and on, but I think you get the point. There are many factors that impact how pure an oil is. So, one of the biggest factors impacting the effectiveness of an essential oil is its purity. Now, most companies selling in the United States claim to be pure, and many claim that they're therapeutic grade. Now, some of these companies claim to have third-party companies that test their oils. However, I'm only aware of one company that tests all of its oil by a third-party company, and they might use multiple companies, I'm not sure. But that means that they can back up this claim of having all of their oils tested. Now, one of my favorite sites for finding out more about essential oil purity is essentialoils.org. There's a link for it over on the blog. Again, you can find that at www.havenofhopeforme.com. Now, this site was founded by one of the leading essential oil researchers in the world. He regularly tests oils for organizations and individuals if they're willing to pay his price. I've seen a number of his test results, and he's not afraid to honestly tell you what he finds in his results, and it's not always what you expect. So, how do you know who you can trust? There's a link. The stuff that I'm going to read now is linked over in the blog. It's from an article that I found. They recommend these things. 1. Is the Latin name of the plant provided so that you are sure you're getting the right essential oil? For example, there are several species of lavender. 2. Is the name of the country in which the plants were grown provided? A consumer would not be expected to differentiate oils from different countries, but this information is important to aromatherapists because quality can vary by country. This is an indication that the company is marketing to knowledgeable parties as well as general consumers. 3. Is there a statement about purity? You should be informed if it is not 100% essential oil, meaning it has been altered or mixed with something else. 4. Is the cost comparable in comparison with other brands of the same essential oil? If it's really cheap, it probably isn't the real thing. 5. Does it smell the way you expect it to smell? And 6. Is there information about organic growing or wildcrafting, meaning gathering wild plants? Most essential oils sold in the U.S. are not certified as to their organic status, but some European brands are. Again, you can find a link to where I got all of that information over on the blog. Right below that, I also include links to 3 articles. 2 of them have recommended brands and why each author likes the list that they provide. And then the last one is ways to check for purity and quality in oils. So I'll end there for the week before I completely give you brain overload, if I haven't already. Like I said at the outset, this is a complicated topic, and I'll do my best to keep these posts simple, or these videos simple. You can always Google the topic and find more information than you could possibly want. But I will caution you, make sure the sites you use are reputable. So my question for you this week is this. Do you use essential oils? What's your experience been? Not quite sure where to start? Love to hear what your thoughts and experiences are. You can leave me a comment below or over on the blog. Once again, that's at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in May of 2019. If you have a specific question that you don't want out there for the whole world, you can shoot me an email at Christy, CHRISTY, at havenofhopeforme.com. I'll do my best to help you out. Again, if you'd prefer to just talk to your neighbor, friend, family member, whoever, great. I am so glad you have that person in your life. I just want to get this information out there. As always, I'd appreciate it if you'd share this with anybody you think would find it helpful. I'd love to help as many families as I can. If you haven't already, over on the website you can sign up for my email list. This will make sure you find out about all new content as soon as it's released. On the right side, there's also a place for you to sign up for my course waitlist coming out later this year about how to obtain services for your loved one. This will make sure you find out about all new course updates as they come out, as well as new content as soon as it's released. I am so grateful for the benefits that I've experienced personally from using essential oils, which is one of the reasons I can always say that life is good and there is never a dull moment.